we're going to learn our very first chord, how to hold our very first chord. So the thumb is behind this side, like halfway of the middle of the guitar. You can't see it here. And so we're going to look at the fretting hand, and then the picking hand, and the chord, and then we shall also see how chord diagrams are formed. So our first chord, the first chord we are going to learn is the D chord. So our D chord starts on the D string. It also exists on this G string as note A, and then on this string and on this string as F sharp. And that is how we perform our first strum, like that. You can use a pick, you can use fingers, use whatever you can, whatever you have. Or you can use these fingers. So that is our first chord, D, A, D, F sharp. And that is how we fret our first chord. Welcome back to another lesson. Today we are going to look at primary chords. Primary chords are major chords, strictly. Every key has 7 chords, and it has primary chords which we call the major chord. To another lesson. Today we are going to look at primary chords. Primary chords are major chords, strictly. Every key has 7 chords, and it has primary chords which we call the major chords, and then it has secondary chords which we call the minor chords. Then of course it has another set of chords called the diminished chords. So today we are going to look at the primary chords, which, for example, we shall start with the key of C. We have C, we have F, and G. Those are the primary chords in the key of C. So we have C, we have F, which is played like that, small bar here, A note, then G, which is G here, B note here, D open, B, G, B open, like that. There are many options for playing the G chord. You can also play using this finger, and then this finger, like that. That fingering, there's also this fingering, and then there's also this type of fingering, the closed type. So, but this one is used mostly when we are playing in the key of G. So in the key of C, we have that C chord, we have the F chord, we have the G chord. So G, F, C, F. That is the key of C. In the key of G, we have G, we have D, and we have C. So the common chord is C here for the two keys, the key of C and the key of G. They have a shared chord, which is C. So we have G, a chord we have learnt so far. Then we have the so in this format we are going to be doing the 1, 4, 5. So those are the numbers. We use the numbering system in music. So we have the first chord is always the 1 chord. Then the 4 chord from C, D, E, F, 4. That's the 4 chord, F. Then G is a 5 chord. Then in the key of G, G is 1, C is 4, D D is 5. So those are the primary chords in the key of G. Going to the key of D, we have D as chord 1, we have G as chord 4, and we have A as chord 5. So D, G, A. From there we go to the key of A. The key of A has A as chord 1, it has D as chord 4, and E as chord 5. From A we go to the key of E, and that will be our last key in this style. So we got E is chord 1, A is chord 4, and we shall introduce a back chord. B is chord 5. The reason why I'm going to stop at the key of E is because this will lead us into another lesson called back chords, because the rest of the chords have many back chords. So we shall stop here for now. So chord 1 E, A, chord 4, chord 5. And do not underestimate the secondary chords thinking that you can't make music with them. No, you can make a lot of music. Most popular songs are made from these 4 chords, from these 3 chords. If you listen to most popular songs, most African music is mostly played with 4 chords. We just change a bit of the arrangement, but just 3 chords. So key of E, you can even finger pick. Like that. So that's how you can simply make music with our primary chords and those 4 keys: the key of C, key of G, key of D, the key of A, and the key of E. So let me know how you're doing with those chords, and see you in the next lesson. Today we're going to try out a strumming pattern, a downward strumming pattern. You can use a pick if you have one. You can use your thumb, or you can use the fingers, whichever is easier for you. So we're going to try out strumming a 3 chord progression, and we're going to strum the key of G, and we're going to use strictly downward strokes. So we're going to try the chord of G, C, back to G, to D, to G, to C, to D, and to G. And we are going to work in a time called 4/4 or common time. So we're going to start with G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to G. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. back to G, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you end with that. If you're using with the fingers, you try 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish. You can even try the thumb and the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So such that you work on both, or you can use your pick and try that. You can even simply say down, 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 such that you know what you're working on. So today we'll look at secondary chords. Like I told you, we have primary chords and secondary chords. So chord 1, like we said, is that. But where is chord 2? Chord 2. So the secondary chords are chord 2, chord 3, and chord 6. We shall leave out the diminished for now. So we have chord 2 being D minor. Then we have chord 3 in the key of C, E minor. And then the 6th chord, A minor. So we have D minor, where I play D, A, D, and F with those fingers. Finger 2, finger 1, finger 3. Then we have the E minor chord, which is simply these two fingers, the middle finger and the ring finger, holding the B note and the E note. Then to that. And these secondary chords can also be used to make music on their own, as you shall see in our future lessons. So we can use A minor, you can come up with a song. But they can also be used along with the major chords. So you can see I'm trying now to mix the primary chords and the secondary chords, but we shall see more of how to do that in our future lessons, where I'll be doing harmonizing of the major scale, where I'll play all the chords in the key and also, mix all the chords and be able to make up music with all those. So we go, key of C is done, we go to the key of G. The key of G, we have chord 2 as A minor. Don't get confused. In the key of G, A minor is chord 2. In the key of C, A minor is chord 6. So take note. In the key of G, A minor is chord 2. You've already learned that chord. So the new chord here is the B minor chord. So it starts from the B here, B note here, B, F sharp, then the B note again, and then the D note. So make a kind of bar here and play. If you want to add this high E string, but if you don't want to add it, maybe if you're simply doing this, you don't have to hold the full bar, you can just do that. But if you want to add everything, you can do that. So that is chord 3 in the key of G. Then chord 6 is E minor. Remember, in the key of C it is a 3, but here in the chord of G it is 6. The secondary chords of G: A minor, chord 2, B minor, chord 3, E minor, chord 6. So it can also be used to make music again. Or you can mix all of them. Add the primary chord. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Then we go to the key of D, which is going to be our last key on secondary chords. So the key of D has chord 2, E minor. It is chord 2 in the key of D, E minor, F sharp minor. So like that. So F sharp here, then make a full bar, or you can even play it from here like this. Make a small bar here like this, and because this is F, whichever is easier for you. So that. So chord 2, chord 3, then chord 6 is B minor. So key of D, E minor, chord 2, F sharp minor, chord 3, and chord 6. So still I can put them. So they can all be used, they can be used together, primary and secondary chords, but then they can also be used on their own. So those are the secondary chords for you. I hope you can start adding them to your the 1, 4, 5 chords that you have learned already, and start expanding your guitar knowledge. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.